Welcome, welcome. It's the Jill on Money Show, Saturday, December 9th, and we are here trying to help you make better financial decisions. We do that by encouraging you to go to our website, jillonmoney.com, and clicking on the Contact Us button. When the form pops up, all you need to do is complete it. That's your email, and maybe we'll read it on the air. But if you would like to join us live, which I think is a great and valuable experience for everybody involved, for you, for us, me and Mark, for the listeners, then just check that box and Mark will do everything else. While you are on the website, be sure to sign up for the free weekly newsletter. That newsletter comes out every single Friday. It's a great little tune-up for your weekend stuff. And Mark does a great job. He accumulates all the good stuff that has happened throughout the week and maybe things you've never heard about. So that is great. The free weekly newsletter every single Friday. Don't forget, if we get, I think about 100 more people, Mark's going to get a bonus, an extra $1,000. Don't you want to help Mark? I know you do. Okay, right now, let's talk to John. He's on the line from the Bay Area.
I'm 60-ish years old, and I've got friends all around me who have retired. I've worked with people who are dropping like flies out of the job market. And
Don't say dropping like flies. That's a little scary to use these days,
out.
Right?
They are getting out. Yes, I hear you.
You too would like to drop like a fly?
Yes, I want to get out and travel. I love traveling. I've traveled a good amount, and I would like to do a lot more of it. I'm itching to go.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. We'll see if you can make your dream a reality.
All right. So let's see. I'm working. I've got a government position I've worked at for 35 years now. I'm divorced. I've got some monthly alimony that I pay for that. I've got an adult child. He's 26, independent on his own. I own some investment property, which supplies or helps me with my income. I say salary, $13,500 a month. And I got a pension that I'm collecting. That's about $2,100, a little over $2,100 a month. And some rental income. I gross $18,500 a month from that.
Gross. What do you think you net on that?
A little over, right around $7,100 monthly.
That's pretty good. From the rental property alone?
Yes.
Wow. What kind of property is this?
Yeah, I own 6 properties total. 2 of them are fourplexes and 4 of them are single-family residents.
Wow. When you retire from your government job, like if you were to retire right now, what would the pension be?
I'm collecting a pension right now because places I worked previously, they've lost a contract. So I get a pension from them. That's $21.64 a month. I don't have a pension with the new management company. I have a 401k with them. Tell
us about what you've saved.
So in a traditional 401k, 403b, 457, I've got $1,050,000.
I like that. Okay, keep going. Non-retirement?
Non-retirement, I've got like $60,000 in just a checking account, savings account, which is kind of my cash cushion.
What about your primary residence?
Right now, my current residence is worth $1,300,000.
$1,300,000. And what's outstanding on the mortgage?
Mortgage is $348,000.
Okay. So you got plenty of equity in there. If you look at your spending right now, based on not travel, but your bills, your mortgage, and don't include the rental property stuff, right? Because I know that we already did the rental property numbers where I'm just going to make it nice and easy, $7,000 a month net, right? But what do you think you need to live on?
So I'm positive net cash flow from all my income minus all my liabilities. I'm positive cash flow about $9,000 a month.
From your current job, you get $13,500 a month. Without your $13,500, you'd be break even. You could live on the $2,100 in the rental, right?
Right. So that's my concern. Go
Why?
ahead.
What's your concern?
Well, because if I'm going to retire, if I'm going to leave my job and that income won't be coming in anymore, that reduces my cash flow, my monthly cash flow quite a bit.
It's a shocking thing when you don't work, you don't have as much money coming in. Isn't that unbelievable?
I know.
Yeah, but you know what? So what? You really want to do, you're going to have to take a leap of faith one way or the other.
Yeah.
Here's some ideas. I think that it's fine. You probably can do it. It's very easy for you. How do I live on $9,000 a year, on $9,000 a month? That's it. Or $9,200 a month, because maybe you can do that. Maybe you can actually say hey, you know what? I pay my bills very easily, and I can do a cheap vacation, or cheap travel. I can do something like that. You know what I mean? Like, so I think you could do it. If you want a little bit more of a cushion, then you work an extra year or two and then you do it. Like, it's not that bad. How do you get health insurance in this period of time, though? What are we doing between 60 until you get to 65?
Well, that's a good question. I'll have to go out of pocket for that, right? I will, from my previous employer, they supplement my health coverage, so it's not going to be too expensive for me.
That's good.
That'll help.
Here's what I think you should do. If you really want to do this, you really get your head on straight about this. This is what I would do. I'd probably work for 2 more years. And I'll tell you why. Number one, I think that you need to save more money in cash. And frankly, it's almost like it's less important for you to put money into your retirement account. You need some cash. Like that 60 probably has to be closer, like probably double that, And I would like it if you said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save up for my travels. Meaning you don't have to save everything, but like if you're looking at 110 grand a year and what you spend right now, and you want to put another 20 or 25 grand a year in for travel, then if that's the case, then save it. And I don't really think you need to save a ton more in your pre-tax retirement, especially in your traditional retirement accounts. If you really want to do this, you're going to have to forego the longer term saving, sock away money in a non-retirement account, have it set aside, and then you don't have to dip into those accounts early, and you have fewer years to finance the healthcare. I think I really would investigate that a bit more. I think you ought to approach this next phase like it were part of your job, in that you have to price it out. You have to look it forward. You have to say, what do I need? What are the different aspects of this? What am I going to do with my house? Am I going to rent my house? Am I going to let it be empty? Am I going to have my management company deal with the rental properties? Where, I really think you should put a game plan together, which is totally exciting. But I really think you need to build up your cash account. What you should be doing for the next, let's call it 2 to 3 years. So we already talked about this. You got $9 grand a month extra. I want that $9 grand to go into your cash, into your kitty, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I want you to have that. So let's think about this for a second. Like, isn't it great to imagine that if you said that for the next 2 years, 2.5 years, you could sock away another $200,000 in your account, and that's going to finance your travels. That's what I would do.
That sounds good. I like that plan.
Before you leave, you got to do all of your stuff. You got to make sure you have your, I know you have an adult child, but you have to do your estate documents. You have to have medical stuff. You got to do all that stuff. You feel okay?
I do. Thank you very much. Really appreciate your time and your sage advice.
If you would like to come on the air with us, it's so easy. Just go to JillOnMoney.com, click the Contact Us button, check the little box. We do everything else. Don't forget to check out the service Jill on Money Live. We just had a great tax and financial year-end planning session. If you join Jill on Money Live for $35, you can actually go back and watch that, as well as our interview with other guests like Nate Burleson. So much fun. Those quarterly live webinars ahead of you. You get 4 in the future. You get to go back and look at the old ones. You can also check out our bonus video content, which all lives behind the Jill on Money Live paywall. $35. It's such a bargain. All right, that is it. Please subscribe to Jill on Money on the Odyssey app or wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts, and leave us a rating and review. Lift someone up. Change your work, change your wealth, change your life. Thank you for listening, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.